You know what else I love about numerology, you guys? Is the tool it provides to harness the ability to meet people truly where they're at. What do I mean by that? I mean specifically when we're talking about numbers 10 through 19. This is going to be a number that specifically describes your personal vibration. This is especially valuable if you're in a field, in mental health field, a counselor of some sort, a therapist of some sort, a spiritual practitioner of some sort, someone who works with others, someone who works with others in such a way that intends to help better them. When we can learn to meet people where they're at, we save a lot of time. For example, as someone who has a vast awareness and a wealth of knowledge and a variety of topics, and I'm not being cocky, I'm being serious. I'm being realistic here. Especially when it comes to spiritual matters. If I know I'm talking to someone who's in 13 energy or below, I'm not going to sit here trying to drop certain gems. I'm not going to sit here trying to have a reciprocal conversation about certain spiritual topics. Because when someone is below 14 energy, they simply have not gained that awareness yet. They have not yet opened their mind spiritually enough to understand what I'm even talking about. And that's okay. It's okay to be in 13 energy and not care about spiritual concepts and be content with just solely focusing on your religion or not having any sort of spiritual associations at all. That's okay. That's where you're at, right? But when I know that, I can meet you there. I won't waste my time trying to get you to understand certain concepts, right? I won't waste my time trying to get you to understand certain levels of awareness that you're just not ready for. Same with 12 energy, right? When it comes to 13 energy, we're talking about someone that's focused on the material matters. They're focused on the physical. They're not worried about spirituality very much. The total is 4, however, so they're working on it, but not quite there. And when it comes to 12, this is someone who's still working on their mental and interpersonal stability. This is someone who's likely more interested in having a boyfriend or a girlfriend than manifesting anything profound. And that's okay. But when I can talk to someone and I can recognize that, I don't have to waste anyone's time, right? It's okay for people to be where they are. And when we can be aware of it and use numerology to confirm it, at this point, I don't need to confirm anything with numerology. It's great, right, to have assurance from source. But when you understand resonances, when you understand what energies mean, what numbers mean, all I have to do is talk to someone, get a little taste of their mindset, and I know exactly where they're at. So if someone's in 11 energy, I'm not going to sit here trying to talk to them about ego work, shadow work, inner child nurturing and work like that. The inner work, they're not ready for it. This is someone who still hasn't fully mastered being an individual in and of itself. This is someone who still looks to others to see what's cool and what isn't, what's on trend, what they should do, codependency, up the yin yang, right? This isn't someone who is developed that level of self-mastery, of emotional mastery, of spiritual mastery. Not in any way. They are nowhere near 17 energy, which is where true inner work really begins. The deep stuff, okay? And that's okay. I can meet you where you're at. And 10 energy, recognizing that, understanding that this is either a very chaotic force because this is someone that hasn't mastered anything in regard to the human experience yet at all because they're still new to it, or this is someone who is focused on themselves right now simply because of the fact that they are on a new level spiritually and they need to work through the kinks, right? Because when it comes to leveling up, it's not typically easy. So when you're in 10 energy, it's typically an individual situation, right? A more isolated energy, right? Still connected to source, not fully an individual, not fully separating, still learning, still leveling up. It's an interesting, unique energy, but it's not someone I'm going to sit here trying to have a truly in-depth conversation with at the moment. However, let's clarify, when it comes to 10 energy, it doesn't mean that they lack the awareness. It just means in this cycle, it's more isolated. Give them room to breathe, right? When we talk about a level up, a spiritual level up, we could be talking about someone who's gone from being a meat eater to a vegan, who's gone from being a Christian to a Buddhist, right? It's a new level. So give this person a moment to sort things out, right? Truly harness who they want to be, who they are, who they feel they are, right? But again, it's meeting people where they're at. I'm not going to sit here trying to shove concepts down someone's throat when they're still trying to figure out what they actually believe. I cannot wait to share my book with you guys, because numerology is a profound tool and it needs to become a much more prominent one, much more prominent practice, because it is so valuable. It is so useful. It can help you navigate spiritual cycles and situations in a way that other divination techniques cannot. So I hope that you guys enjoy the book. I've given it my all. It's done. It's completely done. It's with the editors, but any sequence you could imagine, I've provided instructions on how to decipher. And I'm really excited about it. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, learned something from it, and have a great evening. Bye.